Realistic tier, and we are here at the Brazilian Grand Prix, one of the one of the BRL favorites of the calendar, and it is the final race of the calendar. And looks like we have 19 drivers. Only person missing on here is the Alpha driver. The first one out will go that one. I believe 72 laps of hopefully good racing, make my job a whole lot easier. Joe looks like to be the only one out right now, followed by the Alpha of Neymar, followed by the Williams of Williams, and looks like Deer Hunter in the Alpha. Should be a very interesting quali as Taylor Clan, our championship leader, has retired as well. So as Joe is about to start his lap, let's follow him as he is way off. Looks like to get as much speed as possible. We'll ride along with him all the way through. Should be a nice, it should be a really nice drive right around the track. He's coming up all the way up to turn 1, 2, and 3. Probably one of the most difficult set of corners on the calendar, in my opinion. Nice. Should keep it nice and flat all the way through here, all the way until the next corner, where you should brake hard to the left. As it's coming on, should be hard on the brake. Nice and easy. Get as much curb as possible. Try to stay off that curb there, because that will unsettle the car. You should just brake slightly. You can stay on the throttle a lot more than you think there. Ride the curb. It should just be trying to hit every apex as much as possible. Drops down to second, goes that to third. But coming around, this is probably that's the end of sector 2. Coming around the final few corners. Coming around the penultimate corner, and he's comes right up to the real final corner. In my opinion, and should drive all the way, full out, all the way down to the start-finish line, where he has bailed, and he will not set a lap, so the next set a lap will be Neymar. Should be a good quality from him in my Alfa Romeo. Coming around, will he jump in? No, he will stay out. Keep the car as close to the wall as possible, and he will set the first time on the track. And he will not, because he invalidated it? I don't know. Next, so the first one to set a lap time, 8.762. I believe the next one will be a Ferrari. No, Guru is out on a lap, or is on his out lap. Ooh, we have a spinning car of Neymar in the second sector. Definitely near there. Looking down the order, Unknown Newt looks like to be the next one to set a lap at, well, in Fulky Fork it says 109.8, and Unknown Newt in the past that's a 110.9, and Neymar did set a time in a 109.4, which is very respectable in the Alpha, and Boss Cookie in the in the McLaren will set a 1.833. And I'd like to welcome everybody to the stream. Hopefully there's some quality to it. Looking around here, it looks like a Williams will set a time. Oh, Catra will set a 115.5 in the Pink Panther. Definitely not where you want to see that car. Williams and the Williams with the mediums doing a 1.8. So that should be good for him. Looking down, so championship dilemma here. Red Bull has 13 points ahead of the Mercedes teams of Taylor Clan and SF11 Roads, so they need to score 14 more points than both of the Red Bulls of Heatwave and Burraps. Definitely should be something to watch there as Heatwave goes purple sector 1. If I remember correctly, this track does favor the Red Bull car a lot more than it does the Merc car, as Zampa and Zaizu both climbing up to P1 and 2, Zampa setting a, before I can finish speaking, Patrick does a 118.2, Zampa does a 108.2 for Katra, 108.4 for Zampa, and Zaizu sets a 108.5, being 3 tenths slower than his teammate in Katra tonight, who is filling in for Fincan, I believe. Broken Reptile in for the teammate of New Zealand Ryan. Heatwave also retires. Looking down the line for any map, Q-Man, the teammate of Boskogi, sets a 109.0, so he's a second and a tenth off of his teammate. Definitely not where he wants to be. Broken Reptile looks like to be the next one to set the lap. Looking nice and neat. He just has one more braking zone to go to. It's a purple sector too, but that really does mean nothing right now. As I'm pretty sure that's just the game getting my hopes up. Coming around the final corner, trying to keep the car as close to the wall as possible, and he will set a 19.066, putting him in P8, right in front of the Alfa Romeo of Nate, who says he's in the pits, but he's driving around. Okay. Looks like Katra's Boskogi does retire. Zampa is out on the track, and so is Giryu looks like he's finishing his lap, or no, he's in the pits. Deer Hunter also coming around. I'm pretty sure he finished his lap. Q-Man in the grass, just like Botas. No Newt driving into the pits, and we should have a number of cars coming. Unless Zampa is setting another lap. He did have a purple sector too, where he will get a 0.2, the 1 point slower than his teammate in Katra. Definitely those two should be an exciting fight all the way through. As we look back down to the cars in question, never believe. Okay, we have a random person coming in. Perhaps currently second in the championship. I'm pretty sure he sealed that position up, losing to Taylor Clan Abu Dhabi. Here we go, Burrups coming around to start his lap. Let's see what Burrups can do in that Red Bull and see how far he can put that car up. Yeah, so his teammate Heatwave also retired too, so that's not going to make themselves defending their constructor's lead any easier. As we watch Burrups goes down the track, I will hopefully the chat, as Burrups looks like he does a purple sector 1, but that could all be wrong. His reasons. Coming around nice and neat, trying to keep that Red Bull as straight as possible, putting as much down the ground as possible. He only needs to get past P15. As we look back, Rose is getting passed by Neymar on his out. Looks like they're both on their out lap. Burrup sets a purple sector 2. Coming around to the final corner, which again, corner if you have to go flat out. Will he go dive in the pits? Oh no, he will stay out. This will be. Will he go fastest? Joe goes 107.7, but Burrups goes a 107.5 in Q1. Probably punching his ticket to Q2. Here comes Williams, does a 109.3, putting himself in P12. Neymar about to start his flying lap. Looking around the field, looking for anybody on the lap. Mean Fern will be the next one to set a flying lap, I believe. No, never mind. Broken Reptile? No. It will be Mean Fern. Yeah, Mean Fern improved his position from P6. For anybody unfamiliar of what this race is, this will be a 100% season finale for the BRL Realistic. So that is all of the glorious laps of Brazil, as we just watched Meanfern invalidate it on that final corner. Definitely not what he wants to do, but I'm pretty sure he is in the safe zone. Rhodes invalidates his lap, so he will be saving his battery for around the track. So did New Zealand Ryan. Definitely, I'm pretty sure the Merc manager's not liking what he sees down here with both of his cars not making it into Q2. Neymar will be the next valid lap coming down the straightaway. Let's see what my driver can do. He will not go faster. He would actually go a lot slower, so he probably lost it there. Joe retires in P2, so he will not set another time, which is probably smart. Neymar coming down the straight. What can he do with the Ferrari powered Alfa Romeo? Coming around sector 2, trying to keep as much power as possible through there, and looks like he bailed on his lap as well. So Neymar won't set a lap. He's in P8. Looks like we have a bunch of people coming out now. So the car behind Neymar right now is the AlphaTauri of New Zealand Ryan. Should be interesting to see him, but we'll pop right back up to Neymar, which he will not set a lap. So we'll pop straight back up to New Zealand Ryan and see what he finishes his race with. Going down. Again, keeping that car as close to the wall as possible. He will set a 108.5 nat pad in that AlphaTauri. Definitely not where you want to see him. And FS1 Rhodes will almost punch his ticket right into Q2, setting a 108.5. That's really, really good, but he needs to be a bit faster to keep those Merc Driver Championship hopes alive. Looking further down the order, it looks like a Williams of Filthy Fork just set his lap, and I believe that was Meanfern, the other Renault driver, retiring. So it's the sister, or the teammate of New Zealand Ryan, Broken Reptile, that's coming around the track right now, trying to get himself as far away of 15th as possible, or it's 14th because there's only 19 cars here. We never know. Coming around the final actual points up on his time, entering sector 3. Can he gain any time with some draft from the Merc of SF1 Rhodes? He will improve by 2/10, but only, let's say, 18.7 up there. So that's definitely a time, but I don't think that's a safe time right now with the next drivers. As 54 almost 5/10 up, he will put himself P15 with a 19.3, kicking his teammate of Williams down into P16 into the elimination zone for Q2. Looking up, Sargu Gidu, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, is on his lap in the Ferrari. And I believe that is Q-Man's on his out lap. I'm just so Unknown Newt will be the next driver to set a lap, and Katra will retire as well in P4. Pull in there. Here comes Newt around the final corner, and it should just be a complete utter mad dash all the way to the finish. What can he do? Can he get himself out of Q2 into Q2? And no, he will not improve. Well, he does improve, but it won't be enough to get him there. So on the lap, and looks like we saw the Merc of Rhodes retire. He's in P10. Neymar's off the track. Definitely not where he wants to be. Deer Hunter will be the next one to settle lap, it looks like. Or that will be Williams will start his lap, and be Q-Man. Q-Man will in the McLaren will be the next one to set a valid lap time. What time will he put? Will he improve? Will he move? He moves P7 to 108.3, almost putting him in a comfortable seat into Q2. Oh, that's a slow unknown Newt. Retired. So Williams may be the last one to set a time, as Fork is in the pits, and I don't think he has enough time to get out there. Williams goes off the track, and he is done for. Williams retires, so Williams is out of qualifying. Unknown Newt is now starting his final hurrah for Q2. Deer Hunter coming around the track. Looks like he will be the next one to set a valid lap. Q-Man looks like he's just coming around to get more practice on the track with his quality mode on. Deer Hunter coming around. Final few corners. Hard on the brakes. Trying to use as much or the left of the track as much as possible to just get there as fast as possible, and he dives in the pit, so he will stay P12. And there is Neymar, probably overheated his tires. He is done for, and this will probably be your quality done for, unless Unknown Newt can his 2/10 up in time, so that will move him up in P2. Can he move his Haas up there? Coming down the straightaway. Look in the left wall. Can he do it? He will set a 1.19 flat, so that will allow him to pass on into Q2 in 15th. That will be the end of Q1 of qualifying. In a very classy way to end Q1 from Neymar. Welcome, you. Says 14. You 14 people on the stream, and okay. And Neymar has left the session. Oh boy. Welcome. That is Q1 over with. We will be going into Q2, as this is as close to the realistic race as you can. Perhaps Joe and Boss Cookie will be your top 3 times, and your cars that will not be moving on are championship leader in Taylor Clan and Heatwave, both teams in contention for the Constructors Championship, and both Williams of William and 4 will not be making it to Q2. Should be a very... The times here all within a second, with all the teams, it looks like, besides the Haas and AlphaTauri, a Broken Reptile, and Deer Hunter. Or is it Deer Hunter? I think it's Deer Hunter. I could be wrong. I wasn't able to see the name before it ended, or of the final Haas there. So both Haas's make it into Q2. You normally don't see that. It was Unknown Newt. Okay. And Claude Villain has joined. So we're just having all types of celebrity casts join our lovely 100% race. Neymar is back in the seat. Who will be the next one out into Q2? As we wait for somebody to come out, I will look at the constructor standings right now and see who needs to go where, or any other close constructors fights that we can keep our eye out for tonight. As Deer Hunter will be the first one out onto the track. So battle for first in the constructors between Red Bulls and Mercedes. They're 13 points. Ferrari, and Racing Point all separated by by 12 points as well, so that's going to be interesting. And the battle for 8th between Williams, Alfa Romeo, and Haas, all separated by 13 points as well. So 1st, 4th, and 8th are all undecided right now, so that should be a very fun and interesting development that should happen tonight. Yeah, and this race will be about nutrition. Who can keep as consistent as possible, and can I keep my voice through the whole race? That is also another question that we need to ask ourselves tonight. As we're watching Doo-Doo coming around the track on those mediums, so he may be looking to start on the mediums. Yeah, no. Merc team needs to outscore the Red Bull by 14 points to win tonight. So Taylor needs to win, and his teammate SF1 Rhodes needs to score, hopefully in the top 5 to seal that up. So, on the red Ferrari going around the track, nice and neat. He's probably going for the alternate strategy. The number 90, that's definitely a new number I haven't seen on an F1 car. Loses a little bit there. Probably got on the gas a little bit earlier. Needs to run a little bit wide there. And just a final dash all the way down to the start finish. Keeping it nice and straight. What time will he set? He will set a 109.2. Definitely a very respectable time on those mediums. Next one to set a lap will be a McLaren of dark. So it will not be Q-Man. It will be the soft runner of Joe in the Renault. Yeah, Taylor is right. Red Bull is up by 13, so Mercedes team does need to win by 14 tonight. Joe's coming around. What time can he set on those softs? He sets a 107.9, so sub 8 looking like to be the time to match. The Alpha driver of Neymar on the softs coming around. Can you try to punch and take it to Q2? And he does not set a time. Oh no, he does. Or not. Newt will be the next one to set a time in 19.5. And FS1 Road does a 109.3, and we have a retirement of Q-Man. We'll try to get a view on that. Looks like Mean Firm's probably going to be the best look for this. Okay, never mind. That'll be the Ferrari of Zampa, and it looks like he just lost and hit the runoff barrier there, so that's not something he wanted to happen tonight. We have another yellow sector one, which is, I don't know. So Zampa coming around in the Ferrari. What time will he set? He will set a 108.4 in that Ferrari. 0.2 faster than the Alfa Romeo, and half a second slower than Joe. Right now, Katra on the medium setting a 114. We should see her improving on that time as well. Burap's very slow. Looks like he's about another flying lap. Probably not like the run he had on his original one. Yellow sectors everywhere. Meanford second. Renault driver will be setting the lap on the medium, so opposite of his teammate. Should be interesting to see what he does here. Coming around the very half technical, half foot down. sector 2, Neymar retires, and that's also another crash. It looks like, or did he? I think in the pits. So good for him. Greenford goes across the line, a 108.8 on the mediums. Definitely good, respectable time. Guru on a 3-lap old mediums. Rhodes 2-lap old mediums. We should see him coming into the pits if he does not improve. Oh no, he does stay out. Will he improve? What time will he put on the clock? He does improve by a tenth, so he will do a 108.8. Very good from him. Perhaps, again, very slow. So this should be a very interesting race. Looking around the track, Moonfern looks like to be the next one to set a lap. Main lap time, purple sector 2, but again, oh no, that is a purple sector 2. That's a legitimate purple sector 2 on those mediums. Coming around, final sector. Final sector is basically all flat out with one corner beginning of it. He will not improve. He will just barely time. Looks like Haas of Deer Hunter will set his time next. He will set a 110.1. Definitely not a time that he needs to move on to Q3. That looks like Zampa diving into the pits. That is also SF1 Rhodes diving to the pits, and Katra also diving into the pits. Looking at New Zealand Ryan, he definitely has pace in that white and dark blue car. Yes, it is dark blue. It's not black. Cooler if it was black. Setting a 120.7. Definitely not a time that represents his pace. Right. Hopefully we'll see an improvement there. Deer Hunter setting a purple sector 2 by 9,000ths of a second. So people finding time there that Joe did not, apparently. Coming down the main straight, what time will he set? He will set a 108.6, putting him in 4th, putting that Haas really up there where probably doesn't belong. Looking down, New Zealand Ryan, his teammate Broken Reps now start his times on those mediums. My driver select is all broken again. 2 cars out on the track right now are both AlphaTauris with the roaring Honda engines coming down the main straight, or basically the main straight. Just runs out of ERS. What time will he set? He will set a 108.8, just slower than the soft running Alfa Romeo of Neymar. Broken Reptile will be the next one to set a lap, with Burraps coming right out behind him. We'll go back on board with Broken... Why am I going that way? We'll go back on board with Broken Reptile. What time will he set in that blue and yellow... blue and white car? Coming around, he'll beat his teammate by a 10th on a softer compound tire, so interesting to see there. Looking down, Cookie says Boss Cookie has yet to set a lap. Zaizu also hasn't set a lap. Q-Man, we lost him in Sector 2 hitting the runoff wall. Definitely need to see something there. Looks like Burraps will start his lap on those on those soft tires. So he's looking for the soft strat. Everybody looks like they're going on the softs. Purple sector 1, so he's He's going fastest in Sector 1. Can he go fastest in Sector 2? Keeping as close to the curb as possible. Going around. Let's see what he can do. Coming around the corner, close to the metal. Only has to hit the brakes one more time. Purple Sector 2, almost 5 seconds faster than his 113. Definitely expected to see him there, as he is second in the Drivers' Championship. He will pass the line, and he will go. He is dangerously close to a sub 7 with a 1:7.6. Very, very fast from him. Almost a full second faster than Joe's time. Zaizu looks like he has bailed off of his lap. KSR, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Is starting his time. It looks like Boss Cookie is now leaving the pits as well. Broken Reptile has retired as well in E7. I think that's a little bit early to retire there. Rhodes needs to get out and try to quality a little bit higher. Ferrari of ASR is on the hot seat currently, so he will be a driver to watch. Rhodes will be a driver to watch. Unknown Newt, can he improve on his time? Zaizu will watch Zaizu right now as he's coming around the track. Looks like he's bailed off his time as well, so people there. His teammate Katra has retired in P3, so she's very confident in her time. Oh no, never mind. Zaizu turns on the ERS and will be punching it down straight. Can he improve? Yes, he can. He will beat his teammate by 3/10 with a 108.16. It's very fast from the Pink Panther. Looks like New Zealand Ryan is out trying to get himself out of the hot seat. Ferrari coming around. Looks like he will be starting his final hurrah. So anybody that's on the out lap right now needs to hurry up and get on the gas. As here comes Rhodes coming around the final quarter. Can he improve on his time? Or will he improve? Coming around. I'm looking down here. Deer Hunter's also out. He will not be the next one to improve. Started his time. Unknown Newt has so his quali is over. Boss Cookie has yet to leave the pit, so both McLarens leaving Q1 or Q2 will not be going to Q3. Rhodes coming around the final corner. Make it. He has an invalidated lap, and he will make it. He will be probably the final driver to finish a lap. Looking down at SF1 Rhodes, he's in Sector 2. Can he improve? Can he get that Mercedes into Q3? Looks like the Ferrari does improve. He will put his car to P4 right in front of Katra. Deer Hunter has invalidated, so his qualifying is over. Purple Sector 2 for Rhodes, almost a second faster. Definitely what he needs to have pace for. Can Rhodes get P1? Move that car up from P12. Yes, he will with a 108 flat, second slower the Burraps, but definitely a very good qualifying time from him. New Zealand last one finished. Can he beat Neymar's time of 108.614? He looks on pace to do it. Does not have a purple Sector 2, but can he improve? Coming down. He will improve. He'll go almost a 10th. Oh, he will go a 10th faster than the Merc of Rhodes at a 107.924, and has entered the pits, and that will wrap up your Q. Asking you, Twitch chat, how do you think Q3 will go? Will perhaps keep his P1 away, or will we have a surprise pole sitter for the 100% Brazilian Grand Prix? So perhaps Joe, Ryan, Rhodes, Saizu, Gideon, Katra, Deer Hunter, and the Haas, Ferrari, and Zampa and Meanfern all make it into Q3, and Neymar, Broken Reptile, Unknown Newt, Boss Cookie, and Q-Man, both McLarens, cannot set a time, so they will be out for Q3. Should be a very nice and quick session. Q3. Ooh, my voice is gonna be shot tomorrow. As we teleported to the next qualifying. So 10 cars, 12 minutes. What can we expect to see here today? Everybody should be on those fresh Q3 sets of softs. This should be a very exciting Q3. Who will be the first one out? Who will be the first one to jump the gun? Will Burrups try to set a early fast time? And it looks like a Ferrari will be the first. A Ferrari, yeah, it'll be Gideon be the first one out. No, never mind, Joe. That's Joe. Nope, again, I think Katra will be the first one there, as she slips right through my vision. That'll be followed by what it looks like both of the Renaults coming out, followed by the number 90 of Gideon. That's pain in the butt to say. All race in Rhodes in the black Mercedes also coming out as well. Where can he qualify in to help his team's championships stay alive? So going through some here for the race while we wait for people to start their lap. Perhaps wins. The Mercedes teams needs a second and a fourth to. Wait, no, they need to fill out the other two podium spots to tie in the tie without fastest lap. With fastest lap, with second and third, they will guarantee a win in the drivers' championship or the constructors' championship. So first one to settle out will be, of course, she will have the first purple sector 1. What can she set the bar to? With a nice lovely pink helmet, may I add. Coming around the very technical sector 2, keeping the car nice and straight, smooth as clean as a whistle. There it is. There's the saying. Clean as a whistle coming around the sector 2. We'll set a purple sector 2 because she will be the first one to set a lap. I will keep saying that until it annoys the heck out of me. He will come down. She will set a 107.922. Will that stand? Joe coming around. He will set a 106, so that will beat him out. First is 108.4, so 8 tenths slower than his teammate. Gideon just barely being edged out by Meanfern with a 108.40. His teammate Zampa coming. Looks like he just started his lap. SF1 Rhodes goes P3 with a 107.988, getting into the sub-8s. Ryan will be the next one to settle out. Coming around in the AlphaTauri, his teammate was EQ'd, or was taken out in Q2. coming around, he will go P2 with a 107.914, showing that he has a lot more pace in that car right now. Zampa will be the next one to settle lap as get to one. Catcher will be diving into the pits. Rose will be diving into the pits. He should be diving into the pits. Never mind. That is Meanfern improving on his time by a 10th. So he's using those softs as much as possible. Looking at Zampa, Zampa will be. We have a yellow sector 1. That looks like Meanfern. He's very slow. Looks like he's out of gas. Yeah, he is out of gas, so he will be in limpo mode all the way around. Both Ferraris P7, P6 currently. Burraps has yet to leave the pits. Deer Hunter dragging that Haas all the way up to Q3. Very good by that tier 1 driver. By the tier 1 driver. He's on his out lap. Saizu just starting his flying lap in the Pink Panther. Can he beat his teammate of Katra around the track? Can he get that sub 8? Yeah. Purple sector 1 for Zaizu. We're gonna follow Zaizu around the track as I think Zampa. Oh no, never mind. Gideon goes even faster with those 3 lap old softs. The 108.236. So Meanfern will be right between those 2 Ferraris right currently. Going back down to Zaizu as he completing the 3rd sector or 2nd sector, I say. Coming around the final corner, keeping it as straight as possible, and pedal to the metal. Pedal to the metal from here on out. Coming down the straightaway, make like you're going in the pits, go all the way down to the wall. He will set a 111.2, so that's not a time you want to have in Q3 right now. Deer Hunter coming around. Will he beat? Yeah, he will set a 108.696. Nice. Will the Ferrari Gideon set another lap, or will he come to the pits? No, he has invalidated, so he's on low fuel, so he will come into the pits. Joe just came out on. Well, is on his lap, gets a little draft from Deer Hunter. He will set a purple sector 1, so he's going even faster. So will we see him go near the 8s or near the 6s? And looks like the Red Bull of Burrups came out of the pits as well. So definitely watching him around the track. Zaizu, he has invalidated lap as well, so not good for him. Deer Hunter is in limpo mode. He will not be able to go back up to Joe F1 as he has set a sector 2 as well. So he will be improving his whole lap altogether. What time will he do? He will set a 107.5. Very respectable in that Renault car. Perhaps will be the next one to. Well, he will start his flying lap right now. Definitely all eyes on him. Can he help solidify that Red Bull Constructors Champion? Okay, sorry, I gotta get some type of liquid. Burraps coming around. It's a purple sector too, but that doesn't mean anything right now as He comes around the final sector, keeping it nice and straight, going down, keep that car as close to that left side of the road as possible. He will come through and he will go into the sixes with a 106.965. And there is no Taylor to challenge him today in Q3, so he will probably keep that P1 spot and stay there. And Meanfern will join his teammate on the podium right now with a 107.843. Gideon on his lap as well. Just started his lap, and we should see the final bad dash out from the pits into up set a flying lap as well. Meanfern will set a lap. Yeah, we'll go back to Gideon as he's going onto the final straight. He will not improve. He will not. It looks like he will try for another lap here on those brand new set of softs. Zampa has started his lap. Ups into the pits, probably to retire. Joe in the pits as well. He will not set another lap. TDU will set another lap. So anybody leaving the pits now, and Joe will probably be the very last one to be able to set a lap within the time restraints. Going through the order, looks like Zampa will be the next one to set a lap, and that is Zaizu. That was very slow there in the racing point. Gideon has invalidated, so his Ferrari teammate and Zampa will be the only Ferrari to hopefully improve on his time, as he will not, so he will be on the final lap as well. So we'll have a very exciting last lap as well. Last lap, it seems like. We have yellow flags everywhere. Here Hunter will start his lap. Zaizu starting his. New Zealand Ryan starting his final lap. And Joe has started his lap. Can Joe improve by 6/10? And Meanfern can improve. So can Katra get more out of that car? Or I think he just completely overran that first corner, but I could be wrong. Oh yeah, his battery's off. He has bailed on that, so it looks like to be the Ferrari of Zampa. He will not improve. He is a second up on. Will Gideon improve on his time? Looks like he's getting draft from his Ferrari teammate. Or as much draft as you can get on the straightaway. He will improve to a 107.9, putting FS1 Rose in a... was putting Rose in a Ferrari sandwich, but he will improve to P3, just beating out Zaizu with a 107.8, and Ryan beats Rhodes into P3 with a 107.611. And Katra will be the last one to set a lap, and he has bailed. So yeah, so he did bail. So that will be your qualifying done, with Burrups, Joe, and Ryan being your qualifying podium. This should be a very, very interesting. This will be more of endurance of my voice and the driver's patience. Who will be in for the more long-term strategy, and who will be in for the more short-term? I'm gonna be asking the chat again. Who do you think Burrups can keep his qualifying dominance into the race and just blow up into the lead, or will we have a winner and like Ryan, maybe Rhodes. Rhodes been looking like he's having pace with everybody else. And can Heatwave and Taylor Clan starting in the way back, can they have a impact on the day? Because if Burraps wins, they need Heatwave to not score at all, and they need to be P2 and P3. As we will have our 19 drivers all pick their strategy and set up. And there we go, 30 seconds until the race starts. We have almost a 2-hour race. Should be very, very interesting. On this beautiful, beautiful Brazilian Grand Prix. And all those circles of deaths have finally went away. Burraps, Joe, Ryan, Rhodes, Zaizu, Meanfern, Petra. You do Deer Hunter putting that off where it probably does not belong. Zampa, Neymar, Broken Reptile, Unknown News, Boss Cookie, and Q-Man, both in those errands. Alec there, and Williams is already disqualified. So they will have ice cold tires for the start, which is not helpful whatsoever. So looks like we have a bunch of Breakout fans, as it looks like there's the two-stop strategy is soft, medium, or the soft, medium for the race. So definitely got to be a very, hopefully, exciting race. Taylor Clan very far behind everybody else on those mediums. Actually, I should probably pull that all up. Give me the tires, yeah. So Meanfern and Kai in the top 10 tires. So that should be watched as well. Rhodes, I believe that is highest starting position of the Merc team. Broken Reptile, Q-Man, Williams, Heatwave, and Taylor Clan all outside the top 10. We'll start with the mediums. Everybody else will start on the softs. So no random hard driver, and it looks like Taylor Clan will start a race with lower than. Oh no, that is Heatwave starting with lower than suggested fuel. As we're waiting for the last car to come around and ready and get their car into the grid spot. Should be a very long 71 laps of Brazil. As I will get all this away for right now. Waiting for Taylor Clan to get his car all figured out. And we will ride with perhaps 5 lights and we off. Everybody looking there, looking really clean. Joe looks like he has a really good start, and he will push Burraps wide, and Burraps loses it too. So he's side by side with Rhodes, it looks like. So that's Rhodes side, but he will not get any move there. So looks like it'll be Joe and Ryan 1 and 2, followed by Burrops falls 2 positions, and that looks like it would be that's Zaizu trying to get around Rhodes, and Rhodes goes wide. Rhodes looks like he will keep P4. We have looks like we have Williams around, and that is his teammate 4 out too, and that's a VSC. So that will calm everything down from the start. Everybody pretty much nose to tail from the start. Definitely a very clustered start. We have already lost a car on the first lap with 70 laps to go, boys. Come on. So everybody pretty much in tow range. Neymar will probably be your highest position gainer. We will check that real quick. Positions gained 5. Neymar is up 5 positions. Taylor Clan will be your next highest with 4. So Taylor definitely moving up. Wave moves up as a position 2 because of the Williams team. And looks like we are migrating host. As BRL Williams has left the session. That's not good. So it looks like we're still in VSC, and it looks like we're going back into race conditions. Zampa and Williams are both into the pits. Will William be in? Williams is in for a new set of softs and a new wing. It's tough for him. Perhaps looking to get around Ryan because he needs to win and have his teammates score any type of points to seal their win. Heatwave P16, Taylor Clan all the way up to P12. Let's look back down at him. He should be quick in that Mercedes with the realistic performance. He should be way faster than everybody around him, just with the engine power and aero package on that thing. Boscookie looking trying to get around the racing point of Katra with those softer tires. He will get around, and we have DRS enabled on lap 3. But Katra now looking to give up the position, so it stays on the inside on turn 1, but we'll relieve the position to Boscookie. And Boscookie is now looking on the back of GDU. Looks like Burraps has fallen off the back of Ryan, and Rhodes has fallen back away from Burraps. And Joe has built up a lead in that Mercedes, that Renault. Zaizu's closing in slowly but surely onto that black arrow. Neymar really looking out of place. So is Deer Hunter up here in the top 10 with those cars. They're battling for the 8th spot in the championship, trying not to be last as the Williams team not get in. Looks like Boscookie dived on the inside. And will take P9 away from him with those medium tires. So those medium tires not the fastest right away, but those tires will come in later. And Taylor Clan goes fastest. So I'll just stay quiet as Williams going back in. And Taylor Clan goes on the inside. He will be slowly but surely trying to edge his way up onto to that podium position. Boscookie Meanford looks like he outbraked him after the long right-hander. Boscookie definitely he's on a mission. And Taylor Clan seems like to be the fastest car out on the track now on those mediums, so he should definitely get past Katra here on the straightaway. Same engine, but that car is so much faster than that pink one. Looks like he's not even going to get on the button. He does get on the button a little bit. Guys on the outside, what can he do? Oh, and Joe. Joe has fallen back from first. He's fallen down, and Ryan and Burrows has gotten past. What happened there? the battle for the lead is now heating up as Zaizu does get past Rhodes. So Rhodes falling off the pace a little bit in that Mercedes. Neymar has a pretty good distance between the car behind him and in front of him. Will be the first driver on the penalty board with that 3-second time penalty for probably exceeding track limits. Taylor Plan slowly but surely coming up there, probably on the one stop from mediums to hards. Purple sector 2 for Boscovy. So Boscovy on the softs on a mission. He's catching up to the... Oh, and that's P1. P1 for Burraps going on the inside of New Zealand Ryan. So Burraps right in the place where he needs to be to win the driver championship. This is purple sector 1, so he's not messing around. Boscovy gets past Neymar. The faster car, and here comes Taylor Clan as well. Gets past Deer Hunter. Also sets a purple sector 1, so Taylor Clan just as fast as Burraps on those harder compound. So that's definitely something to watch. It looks like Burraps has a second, we'll say, from him and Ryan, and Unknown Newt will join his teammate of Deer Hunter on the penalty board with 3 seconds. Definitely pushing those soft tires right now. I do not know what where the crossover period is for these tires with 100%. So if anybody in the chat can tell me that, please tell me. Taylor is hunting for Neymar as he locked up big time in turn 1, ran a little bit wide and probably lost some time as the inner broken again. Thank you. I don't know why you're broken. So I don't know how far. And Meanfern will get past Deer Hunter as Deer Hunter is now falling back. Soft top compound tires. Heatwave trying to get around Q-Man as he needs to score some points to help with some 1, 2, 3, almost similar at when we started. Burraps, Ryan, and Joe. Zaizu trying to catch up to the back of Joe with that superior straight line speed, I believe. Rhodes needs to start picking up the pace if he wants to keep Mercedes Constructors Championship dream alive. Boss Cookie looking like he's on a mad mission right now as he's caught up to the back of Rhodes, and looks like Neymar is getting caught up by the very fast Taylor Clan trying to do the first to last challenge. Seems like as he has moved up, he's here 11 positions since the start, and Heatwave starting, I believe, a position right behind him or ahead of him, has moved up 5 as he's battling with Q-Man into sector 2. Neymar will join penalty board with a 3-second time penalty, trying to defend from Taylor Clan. Time penalties will definitely be a challenge too, as with a longer race, there's a bigger chance that they will have a looks like Cookie will get around Rhodes, will retaliate, and Taylor Clan does get past Rhodes. So coming down, Rhodes will not retaliate, and Katra is going on the outside of Deer Hunter. They get extremely close from touching, and looks like Katra will not benefit out of that exchange between those two. Will Taylor catching up extremely fast to back of his teammate. Katra's still trying to get that car around Deer Hunter. Looking down, unknown new to unbroken pass going there. And looks like we have a bunch of cars bunching up behind the ultimate Joe. Cars are twice as heavy right now from our normal 50% races that pretty sure all these drivers are used to, so definitely something to watch there. Rhodes won't get the benefit of DRS down the straightaway, so he's losing extra time as Zaizu goes on the outside of Joe, and will take him and will just stay behind, use some battery, Rhodes to catch up a little bit, and Taylor Clan ever so slightly and menacingly catching up. And what happened to my thing? And broken reptile has a 3-second time penalty as well. Looks like he's still not getting around. He now finally gets around him, and that Red Bull now continuing to go. Looking further up, perhaps in that charging Red Bull has almost checked out. So it's just a big consistency game now. Ryan slowly looks like he's losing like a tenth or two. Joe is just defending for his life right now because Zaizu Boskovic gets a 3-second. Will Rhodes allow his teammate to get past him is the question. Rhodes is looking like in prime position to pass Cookie. Back to the soft tire. We are now a 7th away into our race. We have lost one car so far on lap 4 of lap 1, and our leaderboard cannot decide on how to run things right now. BRL Williams had a horrible start, crashing with his teammate. Zampa being a part of that. Looking down, there's a huge train. Boss Cookie almost pushing Zaizu around the track. Rhodes getting very close with his teammate. Will we see team orders allowing Taylor to get past him, or will we see the Mercedes of real life and see these two actually fight for that position? Well, Taylor Can will not get close enough. Zaizu dives on the inside, and he will finally get past Joe, and Joe might lose 2 positions in with one move as he's in a full-on drag race with Boss Cookie currently. He forgets going down to P9. That's what he's looking for. And there goes Joe. Joe lost it, and that'll be Yellow Second has lost his front right end plate. Oh, Taylor Clan and F1 Rhodes up to P5 and 6, definitely in a position that but Taylor Clan is hoping for his teammate to let him through. That's a heartbreak for Joe. Showing he was very strong through the first few all the every qualifying, being top of the board almost all the time. Besides, with the exception of perhaps ahead of him. Rose does not have DRS, so he is almost defenseless to the might of his teammates, and Taylor Clan will go himself up to P5, and he sees that orange car of Boss Cookie in front of him. Katra, oh, there goes Meanford almost mimicking his teammate, spinning. Like, does not look like he has wing damage. He does not have wing damage, so he does not have to fit Joe. New set of mediums and wing. And Trump doesn't know what to do with it. So Taylor looking ever faster, getting closer and closer. Will he be able to get past Boskovic, or will he lose more time from being in this train? Zaizu leading the train on the softs, but I believe the mediums are now faster. DRS open. Can he do anything, or does he just have to hopelessly sit back there and waiting for somebody to open up, something to open up? I was about to say let's leave this here, but no. Taylor dumping every piece of that battery that he has down there on the back straight, but doesn't get him nothing but closer to Bosco. He sets a purple sector 1. Q-Man, uncharacteristic from him. It's a 3-second time penalty. We just watched Katra get around Neymar, as he's the only Alpha driver out here right now, trying to help the Alpha team seal their place in eighth. Still looking up. Rhodes falling off a little bit from his teammate. Taylor Clan looking like he's just about to push Cookie through every corner just so he goes faster. Will there be a move done? Boss Cookie looking super close to Zaizu. Let's watch this through Taylor Clan's view. Boss Cookie does a very nice move on the inside and will keep P3, but Zaizu looking on the outside, rebelling against it. Boss Cookie closes in, so we can't lose those positions, and the trio are back in their original position. So nothing's changed. Nothing has changed for the last few. It looks like perhaps is gonna have his first lap be of the race, and that will be BRL Williams, and that's Heatwave out of the race. That's a safety car. That will help. That is Taylor Clan. That's for Taylor Clan, and yeah, he just lost it. Looks like he just lost, and he has. And Zaizu gets a 3-second time penalty for a severe collision with Boss Cookie. That is bad. So Burraps will go in for mediums. Here comes Ryan. Taylor Clan comes in. Rhodes will stay out, seeing his teammate diving in. So Rhodes probably getting the short stick here. He has to dive into the pits, but he will inherit P1. Looks like everybody's coming into the pits. Joe, this should help Joe. He gets to catch back up. Williams, I don't think was lapped, so he'll be reunited with Joe on the back of the race. And Taylor Clan gets around Zaizu in the pit lane. That's really good for him. That'll put him P3 with soft, so he now has the faster tire. And can he somehow get around Burraps and New Zealand Ryan? And with Taylor winning, if he can beat Burraps, that will give him 7 points. And with Heatwave out, Rhodes just has to score on the day. He needs to finish P6 or higher. That's all he needs to do. Or I think it's P7. But Rhodes really does not have as much pressure as he needed, as he used to have, as he is now diving into the pits. Trying not to double stack. He will probably be stopping on a set of. How far back will he fall? He's 59. He will fall back outside the points. The Rhodes having a uphill battle right now. I believe he will stay P12. Will he lose it? So yeah, he will go down to P13 right in front of Q-Man, who's basically basically a drag race, and there it is. So Rhodes goes from 1st to 13th, not where he wants to be. Williams will go in the pits. Or it looks like a new set of mediums. So this has shaken up everything. So perhaps needs a win. Needs a win to make it as difficult as possible for the Merc team to somehow steal this championship away from him. And Taylor Clan needs to win to limit the pressure on his teammate to win this championship. And I need to fix my carpet before it drives me insane. So with the safety car, I'm looking at you, Twitch chat. Can perhaps hold off New Zealand Ryan and Taylor Clan to steal up the championship for Red Bull, or can Taylor Clan and SF1 Rhodes keep it for another 51 laps and win the drivers' championship for their team manager of let's see here. I'm so sorry, I forgot who was the team manager. So right now this is a battle between the team manager of the Mercedes of Exia and the Red Bull manager of Delicious. Those two right now are hopefully watching this race with great intent, seeing who will get that beautiful, beautiful trophy at the end of the day. As we are waiting to hear the notification of the safety car coming in. Or it looks like we will have another lap of the safety car. Oh no, safety car in this lap, so perhaps we'll hold the whole pack back. GDU on the hard, so is Unknown Newt, so they are looking to go. Everybody on the mediums looking to pit one more time. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Jared. Yeah, I agree, Jared. Keeping up with the Red Bulls. Gotta love it. Love it as team manager. Here we go. People moving around. And full gas, and looks like we are off. Does not have a great restart as New Zealand Ryan is on his gearbox. GDU gets a 3-second time penalty on there. We're looking back. No, actually, we're not gonna look back, as looks like Taylor Clan was looking for a pass. We're looking down. Looks like Q-Man. Q-Man has spun. He has no front wing. That is not how he wants to do this. And Williams, P17 all the way up to P11. It looks like. Get it nice and clean. It's a 3-second time penalty, and SF1 Rhodes has his car all the way up into P10. Taylor Clan now looking on the back of the Red Bull of his championship rival of perhaps. Can he make quick work of this and get as much use out of those softer tires as possible? Hope that DRS range before it is activated. 2 laps to go until it's activated. Taylor Clan was thinking about that dive, but bails out at the last moment. So we might see here. He's on the gearbox. Does he do it? Neymar gets a 3-second time penalty. And no, he will stay behind, so he's staying there. So Neymar and looks like Neymar and Q-Man both collided during the restart, and they're both in the pits. So they still have 51 laps to make that up. Williams moving that car all the way up from P17 on the restart to P4. He's defending from the Ferrari of Zampa currently. And looks like the Merc of Rhodes is the straightaway. Can Taylor Clan get past Burraps here? Medium tire looking like to be the best tire out on the track right now. The Taylor Clan needs to be the fastest car out on the track, as he looks like he's further behind than Burraps. If Burraps, that's the fastest lap with more battery as well, might I add, with DRS enabled. So Taylor Clan gets around, it's gonna be a lot harder to get away from him, as he does get DRS. So Taylor Clan looking a lot faster behind a car than he is in front of one. Looking down the field, everybody just around that half a second gap from each other, so really no passing opportunities. Neymar and Q-Man extremely far back because of their collision on the restart, or I'm guessing is a collision. Perhaps still it's a pacing Taylor Clan currently in that Red Bull. But Taylor Clan looking really fast. He's going to be looking for a late move. He does make a late move. He's on the outside, gets pushed out a little bit, and he will he will concede and stay in P2 for right now as he opens DRS. Is he close enough to make a move here? No, he's not. So he will wait another full lap to make a pass, which is another lap on those softs that they are faster, but they're being wasted. Neymar gets a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting, and I think Neymar has wrecked, it looks like. And Neymar has retired from the session. The tire's off, so can't do anything about that. And it looks like we have a VSC because of Neymar, so Taylor Clan on those softs, now looking probably not the greatest situation to happen to him right now. Ryan backing off a little bit. Boss Cookie looks like he's been slowing down a little bit. Everybody about a second there, and Williams gets to drive through. That is not how he wants to. What he wants to do on his recovery drive. So that is Alfa Romeo's hopes having 8th place on the constructor's leaderboard on, and we will not have a late move from Taylor Clan here going into turn, I believe, and he will stay behind him for another full lap. Down Rhodes getting past Catra. He's on the outside doing had a really good move there. Catra on those hard, so he is looking for the long game. Probably will not have to pit again, but tires will not be happy at the end. Okay, here we go. Another trip down the straightaway. Can Taylor Clan get past? Burraps has almost 30% more battery than him. So it's either now or never. Taylor Clan goes fastest. He fakes the outside, goes the inside, puts a tire there, but looks like Burraps squeezes him and will stay P1. But Taylor Clan now even closer on his gearbox. Opens DRS, so Taylor Clan does have a move on the straightaway, and he will stay behind another lap. So these two definitely heating up. Looking down at Taylor Clan's teammate, he needs to start. He is leading a train currently, and he needs to catch up to that Ferrari as much as possible. He does not have a time penalty now, so that is definitely aiding him. We are doing lap 25, it looks like. So for him, Zaizu, right now in his own world with Meanford behind him. Zaizu looks like he does have more pace currently. Okay, here we go. Yet again, Taylor Clan right behind Burraps on the straightaway. Can he get a move done? Here we go. Taylor Clan on the outside. Does he get the move done? Oh, he dives on the inside. Looks like he was trying to get a switchback going. It does not work, and Burrup stays on the inside. Stays out, but Burrup goes wide, and that's going to go on the inside. Taylor Clan gets a 3-second time penalty, and Taylor Clan gets the DRS, and will make the move done. So Burrup not in first since lap 3, and Taylor Clan will take the lead, and now needs to just get on out of there. Try to break that DRS as fast as possible. Now within a second of Edu, he's definitely on the pace he needs to be at right now if he wants to help his teammates or help the team win the championship. Field. Taylor Clan 7/10 further up. 7/10 ahead of Burrup, but Burrup has DRS, so he will catch up a little bit as well. And so Burrup's half a second off of Taylor Clan, so Taylor Clan has a half a second he needs to make before that final straight area. Again, does not have that space, so he only has that 7/10 of space. And that crossover period where those mediums will be the faster tire is creeping up ever so slightly. Boss Cookie now on the back of Ryan. Boss Cookie seemed like he was crawling up slowly but surely towards the back of him, and will make the pass happen. And Ryan is powerless to stop that move. Meanfern now on the back of that happened, and looks like SF1 Rhodes makes the pass to 7th. So I'm pretty sure, as it stands, Mercedes team will win the constructors. I could be wrong. So Rhodes needs to start catching up to the Renault of Meanfern right now and putting more time to the cars behind him, as looks like Catra has been following him through the pack as well, as he has been having some incredible pace on those hards. Looking further up, Burrup is looking closer and closer to Taylor Clan, so either Taylor does not have as much pace as he needs to break away from Burrup right now, or Burrup or those tires are just giving away, and Taylor made that move way too late. Okay, anybody in the chat, how many points does 7th give you? I completely forgot. My brain completely went dead, and I don't remember what points position gave you. Looking up, Uzi and Ryan further back away from there. Burrup's falling a bit back here, as it looks like Taylor has now started to move a lot faster, and looks like Burrup is saving more battery than he needs. Looks like he's just trying to save those mediums as much as possible. Thank you, 6 points. So yeah, so as it sits right now, we have a tied. Yeah, we have a tied Constructors Championship right now. If we go to the fastest lap, Mercedes is winning by 1 point currently. I would have the live. I do need the live live update chart that the normal F1 has, but my math skills is good enough. So looks like Joe, who started P2, I believe, gets past around Ferrari Zampa and looking for a nice recovery drive. Williams had a really good added drive-through because of speeding under VSC, and Ford has finally left the race. So it looks like Taylor Clan is slightly further ahead than Burapps, but Burapps will make that gap up. And they're both wasting battery, it looks like, throughout the track. So definitely interesting to see there, as we're in the leaders gap. As you saw, Rhodes keeping about the same distance away from Meanfern, it looks like. So he so going back up here to Taylor Clan. Taylor Clan needs to break that DRS. Needs to have probably perfect sector 2, as it looks like he does have Q-Man ahead of him, so he might get the DRS from him of the back marker, as he should be getting that blue flag to let the racers by. So it looks like he will not get the DRS benefit from him, and he has burned so much battery. Perhaps has now a 40% advantage on him, and he is on his gearbox. So does Q-Man get out of the way, or? Because I feel like he's just giving dirty air to Taylor Clan right now. Yeah, get out of the way, Q-Man. Or, yeah, get out of the way, Q-Man. I know you're ghosted, but you mess with game points if you do that. So Taylor Clan does get past the back marker of Q-Man. It looks like Taylor Clan is faster out of the corners, but perhaps is just faster on the straight with the aid of DRS. But he is further back, it looks like, and Q-Man, I don't know what he... Looks like he is finally backed off. Taylor Clan gets DRS, so he will hopefully keep a little bit more distance away from him. Looking further down, SF1 Rhodes looks like he's fallen a bit further back away from Mean Firm, and Katra is keeping that 1.6 second gap between him and Rhodes. That's definitely something to watch. Looking further down the line, Williams gets around Unknown Newt. He's trying to... Oh yeah, I will give you the lap times. Right now, Taylor Clan has the fastest lap with a 1:10.311, followed by Burapps, and I think it's so on so far down the line. And it looks like Rhodes is actually being caught up by Katra. Looking further back up, Burapps is again on the gearbox of Taylor Clan. And in 3 laps we will have a... Okay, here we go. As Burapps goes on the outside, looks like the crossover period is now, and Taylor Clan tries to go wide but gets denied. And this is probably the effect of Taylor Clan not getting past Burapps earlier. Yes, there was a safety car. The safety car was heat wave crashing. There was 2 VSCs, one for Neymar, one for 4, and there was a safety car for heat wave, which caused Taylor Clan to go on the back, and that's Q-Man out. And will that be a VSC? That will be a VSC. So Taylor Clan has a free pit stop. Will he take it? Yes, he will. So this could be for mediums to the end. Can somebody in chat please confirm that the mediums can go 36 laps? Because they should be able to. So there's Taylor Clan out there. Burap stays out, so he still has to pit. There we go. Race is back up. Taylor Clan just exits the pits in time, so he will have almost full benefit of that VSC. And so Boss Cookie goes on sauce, it looks like. So that's definitely new. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Atra moves up, sure, and that also moves up Rhodes up there as well. So Rhodes, Katra, and Buraps all in top 5 elected not to pit during that BSC. Let's see if that helps or hurts them. And right now, with the current standings, the Mercedes team has won the Constructors' Championship. And Taylor Clan does set a purple sector too, so he has 18 lap newer tires, so he should be almost 18 laps faster than right now. And he is within that pit stop stint, so all he has to do is stay within that pit stop stint, and he will be A-okay. And Rhodes just needs to be wary of all the cars behind him, as he will be overran by the teams of Ryan, Joe, and just Ryan. It looks like, as Zaizu, Meanvern, and Zampa are all back there. Boss Cookie pitting a bit late. Looking back at Buraps has a 17.2 second lead entering lap 36. So this will be the last lap if we were doing our 50%, our normal 50% race. This is what we normally race in. So this will be the final lap of the normal races. Here comes Taylor Clan coming down the straightaway. So right now, Taylor Clan does set a fastest lap, so this could be interesting. Could get interesting near the end, as it looks like Ryan does get around Katra. And Rhodes needs to somehow stay in front of Ryan until the end of the race, which he can do on 17 lap older tires. As we'll watch this actually, and looks like Ryan does make an easy move on the inside of Rhodes, going in and makes the stick and takes that final podium position away from Rhodes. And we have reached 100 minutes, boys. Yeah, it looks like Taylor Clan's catching up right around 4 tenths per second, or 4 tenths per lap on the track. Per lap. So those medium tires of Taylor's definitely faster, but was it the right move to stay into the pits? We will see sooner or later. We'll look at the fastest lap. So Taylor Clan looks like he's steadily in the 1:10.3s, and perhaps in the 1:10.5-6 range. So definitely got to see this gap close down a little bit. Meanford gets past Deer Hunter on the main street. Let's see that from him. And he has only made up 5 tenths since the VSC, but he also got that free pit stop on the from the get-go, so he is within that pit stop stint. So definitely going to be interesting on what happens here. Ryan gets a 3-second time penalty, so that helps Rhodes out, and Rhodes is being caught by of Catra, and Joe on 23 lap old mediums also catching up as well. Taylor Pan goes even faster, but I don't think he's getting him enough to have a comfortable lead when he has fresher tires and he needs to manage that gap between him and perhaps. Zaizu gets around gear. And looks like Broken Reptile goes on the outside of Deer Hunter, taking that last points position. Joe looking to trying to get past Catch right here. Bosky goes fastest at a 109.8. Yeah, Taylor Clan looks like when Taylor Clan's on fresh tires and he's in open air, there's almost nothing that can stop him right now. We might see let's look at the fastest lap. Let's see, does he get into the 9s? Does he go faster? No, he goes about a 10th slower than his fastest lap, but he's definitely catching. So perhaps at a 117.5 in the first sector. What does Taylor do? Taylor does a almost identical first sector, so these two running right around at the same time. Yes, you can see time penalties. Ryan, Joe, Meanfern, Gideon, Broken, Deer Hunter, and Williams all have 3 seconds. Meanfern, Boss Cookie, and Unknown, and Gideon just joined there with 6 seconds total. So Rhodes can, if he can keep that 3-second gap from Ryan, he can definitely win this race for these two. Perhaps getting around the back marker of what looks like Unknown Newt in this 100% race. 31 laps to go in this race. Taylor Clan has now caught up a full second within five laps, which is a good pace. But are those tires going to survive to the end, or will they be a very? Is he going to be fast enough near the end to where he can keep a decent gap away from Burraps and win and allow Rhodes to finish from 7th? Plus, because he goes even faster with the 109.6 in that McLaren. Yeah, no, perhaps from now on, he will be pitting for those softs. Yeah, no, Taylor Clan watch that interval slowly drop. Perhaps tires are now starting to fall off that cliff, that performance cliff. And Taylor should start slowly but surely catching up to him. New Zealand Ryan is pretty much sealed at P3 unless we have a safety car of some sort. Joe is looking to get past SF1 Rhodes, which position Rhodes can't really give up right now, is because that's his pitting rival right now. He loses that position and he almost loses the championship, drivers' championship right now. Can he defend? Can he retaliate? No, he can't. So he will stay behind that gold and black car. There's another 3/10 Taylor Clan caught up, and Boss Cookie gets in 3 seconds time penalty. That will not help. So will we have another VSC? Will we have another VSC? Perhaps going to have a free pit stop for softs. Another safety car where we're going to see everybody go for softs and have a just a no-stop, all-out brawl positions? Or will we just be under race this whole time and stay? Where it is. So Burraps is now catching up 2 back markers. Looks like he has BRL Williams and the Williams in front of him, and he should put him a lap under the lead. As looks like Taylor Clan is also catching up to the Haas of Unknown Newt, and he is catching up very quickly, as well as he's now down to 15 seconds behind that Red Bull. As the Red Bull still has considerable pace with those old tires. Let's try to take a peek of those tires right now. Zampa gets a 3-second time penalty. Those tires looking okay for 26 old tires, so he could definitely go another few laps and get the best case scenario with softs. Looking further down the field, FS1 Roads not in the greatest position right now. Katra does have DRS and probably has the better tire right now with the age. So Roads will be trying to catch up. Looking further down the field, looks like Mean Ferning PDU are trading positions, and Broken Reptile gets another 3-second time penalty, which will make his total to 6, which is not helping his race whatsoever. Looking back up to Taylor Clan. Taylor Clan slow is catching up to that Haas, and looks like Burraps gets past the Williams. And Taylor Clan is sneaking into the 14 seconds Burraps right now. If Burraps can stretch those tires to the end, that's going to be a miracle. But those should be reaching those puncture points. If he does get a puncture, that would be his race over. And Katra now in passing range. He goes on the inside. Can Rhodes retire? No, he will stay behind. Another position. And the fresher tires of Zaizu and Meanfern are now on his trail. So, right now, Taylor Clan needs Rhodes to stay in P6 or go down to P7. He needs to pit too, so right now he is not in the greatest position right now. Looking further down the line, Broken Reptile trying to get past EDU for more championship points for the final race. Taylor Clan catching up ever more. New Zealand Ryan's has really no one to worry about. He's trying to keep his pace so he can stay there. Joe's now in the pits with 31-year-old lap medium, so 30 laps looks like to be the good time to slap on a new set of softs and start hopping along. That gives Rhodes a good position, as he now has the teammate of Zaizu right behind him. So we might see Rhodes coming into the pits sooner than later. Zampa not in the grid right now with fresh softs behind him. He will most definitely get past soon on the main straight or on one of these corners. Taylor Clan sneaking his way all the way up to 14.5 seconds behind Burraps. Looking at those tires still looking somewhat drivable. So it's definitely all up to him, and if he wants to keep it there. Taylor Clan also keeping his car, trying to go as fast as possible on those mediums. Will Burrups pit? He does not. He will stay out for another lap. So 30 lap old medium will be his fate, and SF1 Roads has now on the border of championship hopes. Because Taylor Clan no longer has that fastest lap. We might have a tie. If Taylor Clan can win, we will have a tie for the championship. You know, what a way to end the very first season of BRL. To have a tie between the two top teams of Red Bull and Mercedes. And looks like the Pink Panthers are racing. Will we see a nice transfer or from 4th to 5th? Yeah. No fuss there. Mean Fern now looking trying to get past Cat. The Cat will try to hold up Mean Fern as long as possible for his teammate of guys. And looks like SF1 Rose a cliff performance. And so Burrups stays out for another lap, probably trying to have as many laps little on those softs as possible, so he can go as be as quick as possible. But I think he's just losing more time as the Taylor Clan he's losing time to Burrups right now. As now I think Burrups now has a full pit stop lead over New Zealand Ryan, as he's been able to build that gap from him. Joe F1 definitely building a gap right now as he's catching up to Boss Cookie. Rhodes maybe be enticed to go to the pits right now. Definitely gonna be watching him. Gideon gets another 3-second time penalty. Midfield fighting right now. We're almost missing this. Broken Reptile on the outside of Gideon. Will we see this going into this long right chicane? No. Looks like Broken Reptile will win the position, but Gideon is almost stabbing on the inside. Broken goes really wide. Gives the Ferrari a chance to recover, and looks like they've gotten that sorted out. And here comes Burrups from behind. Looks like he's slowly catching up to that battle ahead of him with that Red Bull. Will Burrups pit this lap, or will he stay out and try to stretch those mediums for longer? He stays out. So Burrups stays out. Probably trying to get that pit stop on Ryan so he does not have to lose time to him. Mean Fern looking to get past Katra here. Katra doing a good job giving his teammate space and staying in that DRS range as well. Rhodes has fallen off dramatically off the pace with those medium tires. He may need to pit for a new set of softs right now. Let's ride on board. Will he go in the pit softs? Will he stay out? He is staying out on those mediums. Williams not having the greatest day. He will be getting passed by the likes of Taylor Clan. Going back up to Burapps. He's looking on the back of Zampa right now. Trying to put him a lap under. He's going a 10.2 now, so Burapps he's looking fast right now as Taylor Clan is now falling off to 15 seconds. You know, Burapps is just answering the call for those times, but you never know. You never know if Taylor's just to go rich right when Burapps pits, or is Burapps burning all his fuel now, so he has as light as car as possible on that final stint. Katra now lost a second away from his teammate, so he will now have to start catching up, as Boss Cookie now has 12 seconds of time penalties and will not pit for another lap. Looking back up, I know Burapps will stay out for another lap. 20 laps to go in the Brazilian Grand Prix. We are closing into a 2-hour stream currently. Will Rhodes pit? Zampa will be the first one of the long medium runners to pit. Williams gets past him. My voice is now getting strained a little bit. Burapps looks like he may be slowing down a little bit, as looks like Taylor Clan isn't catching up with those tires at the age of Burapps. Ryan still has that pit stop gap. Burapps, he needs to start pushing that car. And it looks like Katra trying to keep that red and gold car behind him. And that looks like Katra does not have any life in that car right now to get it around that gold and black car. Now has a 2-second gap to make up to Zaizu. Try to take that P4 away. And Rhodes now, he has 3 positions to make up. Broken Reptile will give him that position just from pitting. And at penalties, he just has to get 3 seconds behind 3 seconds behind Boss Joe right now, and he will pretty much give his team that win. But he needs to make a buttload of time right now. Okay, looking back up at Burapps. Burapps right now needs to. He may pit here. Could not. Could prove me wrong and just stay out. Will he pit? Yep, here we go. This is what we've been looking for. He has 18 laps on soft, and oh no. Burapps has a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That is not good. There goes Taylor Clan past him. FS1 Rhodes gets a 3-second time penalty. That will not help him any better. So Burapps now leaving the pit lane. New Zealand Ryan is nowhere to be found. So, waiting for the intervals to load up for Burapps. Because it looks like Burapps only has a 5-second gap to make up, but he also has a 5-second time penalty to overcome. It's just not gonna load. Okay, it's just not gonna load. Looking down the field, looks like the 2 Ferraris, 13 and 14, both on the soft tires, looking to get around the Williams and Williams. Rhodes goes fast. That's definitely going to help him, but if Burapps has anything to say about it, he will go just as fast. It looks like he's only 2.5 seconds behind Taylor Clan. Taylor Clan I think to have just a sigh of relief. There's a safety car and he can pit for softs. So Williams has lost his position to, and Burrups gets a 3-second time penalty. Burrups now has to get an 8-second gap on Taylor Clan right now, which is not helping him in any case whatsoever, as he goes a second faster in that middle sector. Rhodes needs to gain another position. There it is. Rhodes is now P8. Rhodes needs to catch Joe F1 without letting Boss Cookie pass him. Is Rhodes up to the task? And will Mercedes try to pass Red Bull on the final race on the calendar, or will Burrups get past Taylor Clan and get an 8-second gap to seal the deal? If Burrups gets past Taylor Clan, I'm pretty sure that's the race. Welcome all 27 viewers to the season finale of the Realistic tier. Right now we're watching the Constructors Championship right now of Red Bull leading by 13 points. Taylor Clan needs to stay in front of Burrups right now. But does not look like that's going to happen. Burrups goes even faster with the 18.8, so that will possibly be Constructors Championship right there, unless we have a safety car or any unseen consequences. Katra almost on 40, will be on lap old hards. Definitely a impressive job on those cards. Unknown Newt will soon join her. Williams goes on softs trying to get the fastest lap. But I don't think anybody can touch that fastest lap from Burrups right now. It looks like Boss Cookie does get around Road, so that will be it. And looks like we have a slow car in Zaizu. Oh, that's Katra. Does not have any punctures, it looks like. But she did spin that position to Joe, so that does put her in prime position for Rhodes and Boss Cookie to catch her. Definitely not help. Definitely something that she will be hard on herself about. Yeah, and she does, and she gets a 3-second time penalty. Salt on the wound. Taylor Clan just needs to stay that 8 seconds behind Burrups. While we're looking, let's see how many warnings Taylor Clan has. He has 1 warning. He has 2 warnings right now, so next warning Taylor Clan gets will be a time penalty on his record, and Burrups only needs a 5-second gap, as he does break DRS, so that will help him build that gap even more. Yeah, Katra does go into the pit, so Rhodes, if Taylor Clan can beat Burrups, oh no, that Burrups has the fastest lap, so Mercedes needs somebody to beat Burrups' time. I'm pretty sure Katra has that pace to do it. Anybody right now on those fast, I believe, has to do it. As let's look at the fastest time right now. Closest time to Burrups' times is Boss Cookie, but Boss Cookie has ran out of juice in that car. So can Castro go 2 seconds faster right now on this brand new set of softs. So Rhodes right now, if he stays within 9 seconds, he will take P7 and will help those standings. And can Taylor Clan stay 8 seconds behind that red Baraps and take that race win? So 11 laps to go, and Baraps has 5.5 seconds of gap he needs to make up. That looks like to be Deer Hunter moving out of the way. Try not to affect with the race at all. Perhaps has a 3-second gap over Taylor Clan right now. And there goes Taylor Clan's 3-second time penalty. Now perhaps only needs a 5-second gap away from them. So Taylor Clan needs to stay within 2 seconds right now. He needs to hope Baraps half spins or along those lines. As looks like Rhodes is keeping his distance from him. And Ketra is a 10th up, going out of the first sector. Where can she come out through the second sector? A full second ahead, but she needs to go about 2 seconds faster, so stay on the button. Stay on that button. And there goes the time. It's a 1:19.6 as her faster time. Taylor Clan goes for the pits. Very interesting move here. Taylor Clan will be going for. So Taylor Clan almost conceding the race. Probably going to go for fastest lap now. Ryan does not have that pit stop luxury. So for the Merc team to win, Rhodes needs to get that last podium spot away from Ryan, Zaizu, Fern, and Joe, which I think is a little too late for that black arrow to do. We've lost 4 people throughout this race, of Q-Man, Neymar, and 4 all wrecking out. Heatwave being the only one to break safety car. We have 9 laps left of this race. Taylor Clan going even faster. Will he set the fastest lap? Oh no, that he was on his out lap, so this is his fastest lap right now. This is his flyer right now. So he needs to take that away from him. He needs to hope that Baraps does something now as he's passing Rhodes. So this is Red Bull's championship to lose right now. Looking down the line, everybody's about a second apart besides these 2 cars here and Deer Hunter. Deer Hunter looking like to be the faster driver right now, but Broken Reptile's in the faster car, so evens each other out and allows these 2 to race. Williams had probably the most unlucky race of them all today. Rhodes starting P4 is not. Looks like he did not have the pace to stay up there, and Taylor Clan goes 108.3. Hello, Drifter. Welcome to the season finale of BRL. Perhaps this is his race to lose. This is his Constructors Championship to lose. Taylor Clan needs to somehow make up 20 seconds time penalties. He needs almost 15 seconds. And Zampa retires. He Tires in the pits. Oh, I got my hopes up for a safety car. We'll just have a good old 8-lap shootout. Like the good old days of NASCAR. Perhaps furthering his lead by lap Taylor Clan's teammate of Rhodes. Rhodes, right now, currently through penalties, is in that 7th place spot that he needs to be in for the Constructors' Championship to win. But Burraps just seem like they have the superior pace today. Taylor Clan starting, I believe, dead last. Yeah, dead last. Or 18th. Oh no, he did start dead last. Taylor Clan started dead last. Has definitely shown more pace, but that three-stop strategy did not work in his favor. Especially with that early safety car that we had. 6 laps to go in the Brazilian Grand Prix. Everybody's pretty much spread out besides these 2 cars right here. Broken Reptile does get around Deer Hunter, and this does look like this fight is over. Rolling back through the field. Perhaps, again, his race to lose. Really need to do anything special, anything extra. Just got to keep this car nice and straight. Now has a 20-second gap in front of Taylor Clan. Perhaps keeping that lead. Zaizu, now lapping Williams in the Williams. Honestly, this is a lot quieter. Katra now in P9 after starting, I believe, on Katra moved down 2 spots, so started P7. Last week he moved up 7 positions. Yeah, biggest mover of the race is Taylor Clan. Biggest loser will be Neymar finishing P17, but currently that's between Joe and FS1 Rhodes. Joe on 20-lap old mediums or softs. Just has 5 laps to go on those bad boys. So that will definitely show us that Burraps can go 4 more laps around this track on those softs. Okay, so and I'm gonna have strep throat after this. Perhaps leading the race, Taylor Clan over 20 seconds behind, really not looking like he will take this win unless perhaps does make a catastrophic mistake, which I don't think he will. He just has to keep that car straight and neat. Rhodes closing up to that 9-second gap that he needs to stay near to take that position away from Boswicki. Katra looking like he will take the second to last points position, and looks like Broken Reptile is catching up on the back of the trying to get past him on track for that last points position before Deer Hunter gets on the back of him. So midfield right now definitely getting quite tight. Everybody has a time penalty. I believe if Taylor Clan did not get that 3-second time penalty, we would probably have the same result. Joe F1 catching up to the back of Mean Fern with 32 lap old mediums. So those mediums definitely looking very dead. So everybody here had it twice, or besides Unknown Newt, who had a one stop, definitely not to his benefit, with 50 lap old hards. Those tires be complete hell. We should be seeing him pit for softs to try to go do a fastest lap. 2 more laps around this very quick track for Burraps. Taylor Clan is now passing the start-finish line. Boss Cookie did get a 3-second time penalty earlier. That will move his total up to 15. So I'm pretty sure he's in the possibility of losing. No, he will not lose his position to Katra, but that will give Rhodes even more of a cushion to get past him. As it looks like Joe is getting on the back of his teammate. Definitely something to watch there as we move up, and perhaps we'll start the penultimate lap. And just to give you a gauge of how long 20 seconds is, wait for it, and there. That's how far ahead Burraps is right now in front of Taylor Clan. Burraps started P1, he has fastest lap, and looks like he will do the triple threat here today and win the race. Fastest, no, I don't think he has fastest lap. That's Taylor Clan's fastest lap. Okay, he will not get the triple threat. But 50% battery, definitely something here. We should see, Boss Cookie gets another 3-second time penalty. Looks like these two will be battling for another lap as well. Looking up the field, we will ride along with Burraps around the final lap of BRL Realistic. Going around the track. Joe gets past Mean Fern, it looks like, down in the late braking zone. EDU! Oh wait, never mind. We'll be right back with him. EDU spun, and he's missing an end plate, so that gives Burraps a easy little podium points position there. Going back with Burraps in the middle of the sector too. He's been consistent all race. Really had some sketchy moments in the beginning. Dropped down to P3 since the start. Joe spun. He took the advantage of it. Got around Ryan, and has really been dominant the whole race. Taylor Clan looked like the threat, but it looks like Burraps did make the right strategy, and he will end the season for BRL Realistic as he will win, and he will get that 5-second time penalty because he did not serve it. But Burraps had a little scary moment there with the pit stops, but he will win your Realistic, your final round of Realistic, and will solidify Red Bull as the Constructors winner as Taylor Clan celebrates his championship as well. For New Zealand Ryan, let's just look at the leader here. New Zealand Ryan's almost a full minute behind Burraps. That's just insane to me. New Zealand Ryan coming around to take that final podium spot. Saizu, the only driver right now that did not have a time penalty. I will try to get the race winner and the constructor winner in the party, but I do not think they work. Saizu gets around Joe. Meanford gets around his teammate of Joe on penalties, and here comes Boss Cookie down the main straight. And I think he is 7th place. Yes, Chandler, it's over. Caleb Clan will be your driver of the day. Started last, got 2nd. He did have a chance to win, but perhaps had the pace and kept it up there. And that's a good wrap of a 100% Brazil race. And my voice is completely shot. I will try to get our podium sinners in here as I skip the podium celebrations. So your race will end with Baraps taking the final top step of the podium, followed by Taylor Clan, and Ryan will round out your podium, followed by Zaizu, Meanfern, Joe, Boss Cookie, SF1 Rhodes being a position down of where he needs to be to finish for any type of championship hopes, followed by Katra and Broken Reptile will round out your points position. Deer Hunter, Didu, Williams, Unknown Newt did not finish in the points. We lost Zampa, Q-Man, Neymar, Heatwave, and 4 in the race. Before this all ends in misery, let me invite everybody. Oh my goodness. And I'd like to excuse everybody with my voice. It is gone. And if you are watching BRL for the first time, there will be a bot in the chat that you can click on. Join the Discord, do the TT times, and join us next season very, very soon. Okay, as I do have the race winner in here. There is Taylor Clan. Okay, we'll start with the podium interviews. Oh, why am I... Was I muted? Oh, wait. Wait, what? Oh, I'm guessing... Oh, boy. So, since all of Twitch and Xbox can't get along, I have to cancel the podium interview.